Dear students, welcome to our class on JRF SRF Net 2022 CORE NRM 1 lecture number 9. In this class also we try to understand some fundamental bits from soil science and agricultural chemistry. The first bit of today's ninth lecture is conversion of proteins into amino conversion of proteins into amines and amino acids is called aminization. aminization, amini. Conversion of amines and amino acids into ammonia is called ammonification. 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 Conversion of ammonical form of nitrogen first into nitrite by nitrosomonas and finally into nitrate by nitrobacter is called nitrification. Nitrification. Conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia is called nitrogen fixation. Ammonium fixation is more in vermiculate. Ammonium ion size is almost similar to K in NPK, potassium. To reduce ammonium fixation, we should go for application of potassic fertilizers. Bacillus and Pseudomonas bacteria are responsible for aminization and ammonification. Loss of nitrogen in the form of nitrate is called leaching. LGACHING, leaching. Conversion of nitrate into nitrite, nitric oxide, nitrous oxide and elemental nitrogen under water-locked conditions is called denitrification. Nitrification. Denitrification. Thiobacillus denitrificans and Paracoccus bacteria are responsible for denitrification. Nitrification is maximum at a pH of 8.5. That means in the alkalinity 8.5 and temperatures above 35 degrees centigrade. Okay, nitrification is maximum. Loss of nitrogen in the form of gas in alkaline condition, that is more than 8.5 pH, is called volatilization. volatilization. By nitrification process, pH of the soil will be reduced. By nitrification, pH of the soil will be reduced. That means it reaches acidic side. It reaches acidic side in all the likelihood. Okay. Now, for mineralization, CN, carbon nitrogen ratio should be less than 20:1. For immobilization, CN ratio should be more than 30:1. Example for nitrification inhibitors. Nitrification inhibitors, in other words, nitrogen use efficiency is very important. That means we should reduce the nitrification. We should reduce the losses of nitrogen. Okay, now how? First, split doses. Second, coating. Okay. So like that, different techniques are there. Now here the question is nitrification inhibitors. Any karanja oil, neem oil, neem cake, neem coated. Okay, so innumerable ways are there for nitrification inhibition techniques. These are all the techniques. Okay. Now, function of nitrification inhibitors is nitrification inhibitor. What is its function? It blocks the function of nitrosomonas or which kills nitrosomonas bacteria. This is the function. Silicon is a beneficial element useful for which crop? For which crop silicon is a useful element? It is for a rice crop. Bacteria are capable of reducing nitrogen, okay, to ammonia with the help of an enzyme called nitrogenase. Nitrogenase. Example for symbiotic nitrogen fixation is legume. Okay, rhizobium symbiosis. Okay, right. Nitrogen fixation takes place in a bacteroid in legume. Bacteroid in legume. Rhizobium symbiosis. Symbiosis. Host specificity of different rhizobium species or the group of legume crops nodulated by single rhizobium species is referred to as a cross inoculation group. Rhizobium japonicum nodulated fir. It is used for rhizobium japonicum is for soybean. For my Ph.D. experiment, I used this one. Rhizobium japonicum. Okay, for soybean crop. It is meant for soybean crop. That's what. Actinomycetes. The actinomycetes, Frankia we call it, forms symbiosis with forest trees belonging to the family of Casuarinaceae and to some extent Myricaceae. Okay, Myricaceae. The biofertilizer useful for rice is azolla. AZOLLA. For rice, azolla. Foliar application in the form of urea at 2% concentration is advocated in dry land areas. In dry land areas, application of 2% enhances the vegetative growth of dry land crops which are found nitrogen deficient. Now, V-shaped leaves occur due to the deficiency of nitrogen. The only element taken up by plants both in anionic and cationic form is nitrogen. Dominant organic form of phosphorus in soil is inositol phosphorus. Inositol phosphorus. Phosphorus taken up by plants is in the form of H2PO4. Phosphorus present in seeds is in the form of phytin, PHYTIN. P fixation occurs in acid soils by iron and aluminum. Okay, iron and aluminum. P fixation occurs in alkaline soils by calcium. P fixation is more in Montmorillonite. P fixation is more in 1:1 type of minerals. P fixation or P retention demonstrated by Thomas Way. To reduce P fixation, we should apply phosphorus by band placement. This is an agronomic technique. Pre-solubilizing bacteria examples are Bacillus and Pseudomonas. Pre-solubilizing fungi are Aspergillus and Penicillium. VAM is association of fungi and higher plant roots which absorbs more P, phosphorus. Q by I. In one of the previous lectures, by mistake, I spelled it in a different way. Q by I. What is I? Quantity factor or intensity factor. Okay, quantity factor by intensity factor. Q by I. Okay, in one of the lectures I misspelled it. Please correct it here now. So Q by I means quantity factor by intensity factor. Relationship of phosphorus was given by Schofield, SCHOFIELD. Q by I relationship of potassium, that is K, was given by Beckett, BECKE or TT, okay, BECKE Beckett. Phosphorus is energy transfer element or energy currency. Phosphorus is energy transfer element or energy currency. Phosphorus availability is more at a pH of between 6.5 and 7.5 pH. Phosphorus availability is more. Phosphorus fixation is less at a pH of phosphorus fixation. Phosphorus availability is more at 6.5 to 7.5. Phosphorus fixation is also less at the same soil pH, 6.5 to 7.5. Purple color leaves development occurs due to the deficiency of phosphorus. K containing mineral is orthoclase or a microcline. Water soluble K percentage is 1 to 2%. Lattice potassium accounts for 92 to 98% of total K. Potassium fixation is more in, as I said few times, it is in vermiculate. Lattice hole theory was given by Page and Bever. High specificity for K fixation is I position, interlayer position. Potassium fixation occurs at 3 positions. What are those? I. What is meant by I? Interlayer position. P and C. I, P and C. Several times I have covered even in the lecture number 7 also. Now, potassium fixation occurs at the 3 positions I, P and C. I, P and E, please. Okay, right. Diameter of NH4 ion is 2.86 angstrom. K fixation is more in 2:1 type of minerals. AR means potassium activity ratio. PBC means potential buffering capacity. Plant takes more amount of nutrients, particularly K, but which does not increase crop yield is called luxury consumption. If plants do not show deficiency symptoms, even essential elements which are present, which are deficient even in the plants, it is called hidden hunger. Hidden hunger and luxury consumption are related to K. K can regulate the opening and closing of stomata. K enhances crop quality, shelf life of fruits and vegetables. Both disease and drought tolerant element is K. Some crops are sensitive to high amounts of potassium chloride, KCl. These are tobacco and potatoes. On the contrary, oil palm and coconut on the contrary appear to be chloride loving crops. So we should apply K2SO4 for tobacco and potato because they are sensitive to chlorine. Now, high amounts of potassium chloride. High amounts of potassium chloride. They are highly sensitive. KNO3 improves burning quality in tobacco. Ca is essential for the formation of cell wall and calcium pectate in the middle lamella of the cell wall. Calcium is very essential for the meristematic activity. Calcium is very essential for meristematic activity. Deficiency symptoms of calcium. There are 3 deficiency symptoms of most predominant deficiency symptoms of calcium. Number one, failure of desiccation, failure or desiccation of terminal bud development, bitter pit in apple, blossom and rot in tomato, blossom and and rot in tomato crop. Ca plays a role in mitosis. When exchangeable magnesium is more than 45%, it is toxic to plants. The last bit for today's class is magnesium availability is high when its saturation is 10 to 20% on the exchange complex. Thanking you very much for your very patient hearing. We meet in our next class, that is 10th class. Thanking you very much.